Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here, and today I do have a review for you guys. I know yesterday I said I hadn't really done as many reviews as I usually do. I've been really busy, just splitting and doing stuff like that. Um, Also, I've been very active in the Facebook community, so there's so much stuff going on there that YouTube is sort of the reviews are kind of scaling back, but I will pick them up. Got a lot of good stuff in line that I really want to review, and I have hopefully two for you today, um, to to enjoy or critique or whatever you think. This one comes from the House of the Octane. Um, it is Baux. Now, Silverpunk, Dan, and Fragrance Brothers all did a review on this, and I'm really reviewing this to give it is due respect. Um, this fragrance, um, I lost my train of thought. Okay, anyway, let's talk about the notes. So anyway, L'Octane is a French house. They do a lot of different things: soaps, um, soaps, facial cleaners, candles, room sprays. I mean, they're very very nice. I mean, I'm just talking about overall. I'll tell you what. For the price point, if I was to stay in one house, I thought it would have probably been Chanel, maybe Dior, but I think L'Octane is actually the house I would stay. They have this one. They have one called L'Octane, without the E. The E is a feminine. The way they explained it to me, the E makes it feminine. Take off the E and it becomes masculine. You French people can help me more with that. I'm not an expert in those things. However, that's how the woman told me. So they have a fragrance that's called L'Octane. Without the E. They have another one called Verbena, which I will be picking up for this summer, man. It is lovely. A very, very lovely summer scent. They have a vetiver one. If you don't like vetiver, I think that vetiver would actually be very, very appealing to you. So, man, there's about 5 fragrances that they have that if I didn't have, if I wasn't into the whole niche game and all that kind of stuff, if I just wanted to smell good, $50 a bottle, I would stay there. I'll buy 4 bottles, $200, and I'll be done. And I'll be set for year round. And the reason why, again, because for me, this would be my after October and later, this would be my go-to fragrance. Let me talk about the notes. You have cypress, you have tonka bean, vanilla, incense, and cardamom. A lot of people compare this to tobacco vanille. And I can see that, but what was real odd to me is that no one really compared this to La Dessert. La Dessert, Moroccan, and Andy Tar's, um, uh, you know, most popular scent. Not his best, probably, but definitely his most popular scent amongst, the community and stuff like that. I really get that more than I get Tonka, because the sweetness in it, I think it's the tonka bean and the sweetness kind of gives it a tobacco vanille feel, but tobacco vanille is very syrupy and thick. This is sweet, but it's dry. So like Lair is dry and sweet, and this one is dry and sweet. And they both have that that silent incense and that cypress, cardamom, peppery feel. And this one doesn't have any amber, and Lair is sort of an amber functioning scent. A lot of people don't call it an amber per se, but for me, it is definitely an amber based, amber functional thing. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It functioned as an amber on my skin, yet there's so much going on that I couldn't call it an amber scent really, but it's definitely has a strong amber going on in it. So anyway, this one feels like it has that amber in it. It's not there, it's not in the notes, but man, something's in there is creating it. But anyway, so let me tell you. So you go and you first spray it, and you're gonna get this blast of cypress, with a nice sweetness. I mean, they join. So you won't ever, if you don't like cypress, you won't be off put by it, because cypress kind of has a pine type of feel to it, because immediately the sweetness joins, and immediately after that, the cardamom gets, it gets a little spicier, and as it starts to pick up the spiciness, the sweetness isn't left behind. The tonka bean joins, and the tonka bean joins the fight, and it's just, what you have is this sort of spicy, almost tobacco sweetness with a nice incense, but it never gets thick or syrupy. So don't think of Serge Lutens sweet. Think of a dry sweet. I mean, I don't even know how to explain. I'm trying to think of something. I mean, if you smell Laer, which has that dry sweetness, this is exactly the same way. So it's sort of woody, a bit balmy, sweet, and I would even argue very unisex. I mean, a woman can pull this off very, very easily. I think some guys may think it's too sweet, especially if a guy doesn't like sweet fragrances. He wants to avoid this, because I mean, it's sweet, but the thing different is, it's not a real feminine sweet. It's just a generic sweet. The projection on it is tremendous. I mean, I'll give it. Here's the difference. A-Man to me gets an 8 in projection because it over projects, right? Something's over project. I don't want something just to go screaming at people. I mean, I want somebody's attention. I want them to smell it. I want it to have nice sillage. I want it to have nice projection, but I don't want it to overpower people. A-Man overpowers people. This gets a 10 in the projection category. It is perfect. The projection is perfect. Sillage, a ciliage, or however you want to pronounce it, perfect, 10. Overall scent, nothing original, nothing groundbreaking, but perfect in the fact that it's just nice. I don't think, the first time I wore it, I got nothing but compliments. The first time my wife smelled it, compliments. So, I mean, it is a compliment getter. I mean, women adore it. I'm telling you, women adore it, because it doesn't get sticky sweet or girly sweet. It's just nice sweet, masculine sweet, but a woman can pull it off sweet. So the projection and sillage, both, 10 in projection, 10 in sillage. Scent, I'll give it a 7. Just because there's nothing groundbreaking, there's nothing rare, there's nothing like you just, oh my gosh, this is just the best thing I've ever smelled in my life. It's nothing like that, but it's just great. You know what I mean? It's just great. Longevity, 10. Stays on you as long as you want it there. I mean, it never goes anywhere. I hit my clothes with one spray and it was there all day. So, but it stays on the skin. I got about 10 hours. Silver Punk fragrance. Dan, maybe you guys can talk to me about that one, but I got about 10 hours on it. As far as I remember, I just stopped, thinking about it after a while. I wore it about 4 times, I think, maybe 5. So I try to wear something about 5 times, 4 to 5 times before I review it. So I wore this about 4 or 5 times. I wore it casually about 2 or 3 times. Then I wore it to work a couple of times. Overall, if I factor in the compliment factor, the price point, the projection, the sillage, everything, this is a perfect fragrance. So again, you have to think how I'm rating it. Is it perfect compared to Laer? No. But once you factor in the price point, it brings it back up. So my system is, a lot of people say, oh, you give, don't give too many 10s. There's not too many perfects. Where something is perfect, when I think it sets out to do what it set out to do, does it well, and it's enjoyable. So this fragrance gets a 10 for me because of that perspective. It's only a 7 in the scent, but the price point is so reasonable. It's so not $50 for 100 milliliters. Is so freaking reasonable. It's unbelievable. So all that factored in is perfect. I mean, it would be I think it would be a great signature scent, but it is a little sweet. So I don't know if you would want to wear this every day. So the drawbacks is that it's not super original. It's not really original. Other drawback is it may be a little sweet for some people to to digest. Outside of that, I don't. It gets a 10 out of 10 for me for that. So I do adore it. I absolutely love it. Um, Great addition to my collection. I appreciate you watching this video. God bless.